So Dan's going to basically start with, I don't care which arm you use, he's going to use a haymaker strike. Boom! When I'm entering that, notice what I did. As he was coming through, I entered and I slipped. I'm here. My elbow struck the inside aspect of his bicep. We would call this a slip or a jam if I were kickboxing. This is part of the kickboxing technique that the Joe Louis fighting system uses. I was a kickboxer with Joe for years. And when he's attacking, I'm sliding in, I'm slipping this way. If you look at that from the camera, I went this way. I moved in, I struck, I've covered the side of my ear, I've covered the front of my throat. I'm inside of his movement. When I get inside of that movement, in Aikido, we would call that erimi. In boxing, we call that entering. So Dan and I turn positions so that you can see the follow-up. So again, he goes harshly, boom, 1, 2. So now all of a sudden I've entered from the inside. Let's go slowly so we can see that. We are here. 1, hook punch, uppercut, enter, here, choke. My choke out is coming across and stretching the baroreceptors, and I'm pressing on the carotids here. So the 1, hook punch, uppercut, enter, here, choke. My choke out is coming across and stretching the baroreceptors, and I'm pressing on the carotids here. So the idea is that you okay?
Yeah.
That gets a little harsh on the choke. Is that I'm using a bone. The Japanese call it tegatana. Jiu-jitsu, we may just simply call that a blood choke or a compression choke. But the idea is to combine an erimi, entering technique, with the kickboxing skill set, the Benny Briscoe. If he and I were just moving around and he started to throw that haymaker, not interrupting the kick, right? I tend to kick low. I mean, I can kick to the face, kick to the body. I can do those kinds of long-range attacks. But I really prefer this idea. If he's attacking, I want to enter, cross, punch. So the idea is I get inside of his defenses. Here we got it? That's the lesson for this week. The Benny Briscoe with an erimi. Dan and I will do it very slowly one last time. Aikido style.